Welcome back into another episode of Hefe's World. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. But let's go ahead and get right into today's episode. We are doing the Raw review episode. Raw kicked off with John Cena yet again for the third straight week in a row. But before he could even get a word off, Cody Rhodes' music hit and he made his way down to the ring. They pretty much went back and forth, promo for promo. Great great in-ring work between both men. Um, Cody towards the end was telling Cena that he's still his hero, but that he's also a piece of shit. Before John left, though, John did try and attack Cody, but Cody would hit him with a Cody cutter. So we finally got a little bit of action between these two men. Not too much, but just a little bit. I did see some rumors that this was the last appearance for John Cena on Monday Night Raw, um, up until WrestleMania. So we'll see if that is said to be true. WrestleMania is a couple weeks away. Hopefully, he does still appear on SmackDown, but we will see what ends up happening there. But after that, we get a video package of Io Sky, Bianca, and Rhea Ripley, that feud that's going on, and then back into the ring. The New Day are in the ring. Adam Pearce makes his way out and introduces the New Catch Republic. They are back. Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate are back together once again. Tyler Bate was out with an injury for a while, and Pete Dunne's been kept off of TV for a little bit. I figured this was going to be the case, and I'm glad this is. The tag team division, as I've been saying, needs a boost. So great back and forth action between the New Day and the New Catch Republic, but this match ended with the New Day picking up a win. After the match, the New Day were interviewed towards the top, or towards really the middle of the entrance ramp, and they pretty much demand a title match between the War Raiders. The War Raiders music hit, and they pretty much had to stare down between each other. Backstage, we get Jimmy Uso being shown warming up, and Jay Uso walks in. Pretty much go back and forth about tonight's match with Jimmy facing. Jimmy facing Gunther. Before Jimmy walks off, Jay holds him and tells him to be careful out there. Backstage, we are shown with Bianca Belair talking to a ref, trying to get some insight on her special guest refereeing for later on in the main event. Then back to the ring area, we are set for Jimmy Uso versus Gunther. Great match between these two. Um, Towards the end of the match, though, however, Gunther, he hit a finisher. He would try and go for the pin, which obviously would have ended the match right here, 1-2. But Gunther picked up Jimmy's shoulders, would hit him with some more moves and a nice little clothesline, and then another 1-2, picked him up again off the mat, and just kept going and going, and then eventually would hit him with a sleeper hold, which would end the match. Gunther was getting ready to leave, but he would come back and put Jimmy back into another sleeper, which would lead to Jay coming out, his music hitting, running down the ring. They would go back and forth, but then Gunther would seemingly escape through the crowd. Then we get cut to a commercial, and back from the commercial, we're shown Jimmy and Jay leaving the arena together. Jay helping his brother Jimmy out, but Gunther comes back and he attacks them both from behind. He would eventually get Jay tied up onto the ropes, and he would just all out assault Jimmy Uso from here. Jimmy was left a bloody mess and absolutely destroyed. It's unfortunate watching Jay have to watch his brother get destroyed like that. Gunther, towards the end, will put him in a sleeper, which would leave security to come back into the ring to pretty much break things up here. After everything ensues through for that, a video replay of CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns contract signing from Friday Night SmackDown was shown. So if you guys missed that, make sure you guys go check that out. Then backstage, we are got a Judgment Day promo, and then we are set for Penta, Braun Breaker, and the Judgment Day's Finn and Dominic Mysterio. The Judgment Day would pick up a win in this match. Um, Backstage, we are seeing with Gable. He is still apparently not cleared to wrestle. However, next week they are in his hometown. But Pierce says El Grande seems should be the one in action and not Chad Gable next week. And Chad Gable pretty much walks away upset. As he's leaving, he's seen Otis and company, and he pretty much calls them all losers. And then they the girl says that she wants to talk to Adam Pearce about her and Natalia teaming up. And then backstage after that, that clears out. Backstage, we are shown with Braun getting ready to get an interview in, but Penta comes in and he pretty much walks up and starts yelling at him. Security breaks him up and sends Penta back. Then back to the ring, AJ Styles, music hits. He makes his way down to the ring, says he's been waiting patiently for Logan Paul to call him out. So he's calling Logan Paul out. Logan makes his way down to the ring and he cuts his promo and pretty much apologizes to AJ. AJ apologizes back. And Logan says, "What are you apologizing for?" AJ says, AJ pretty much cuts a promo and they go back and forth on the mic for a while. Eventually, these guys would lead to attacking each other. And towards the end, um, AJ would end up getting the upper hand at one point, but then Logan Paul would take over and he completely laid AJ Styles out. Then backstage, we are shown with Lyra Valkyria. She cuts a promo, and we are told that her and Bailey will go one on one for the Intercontinental Championship next week. I'm sure we'll get a run in from Raquel Rodriguez towards this match, maybe setting up a triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship at Mania. Maybe we get Liv Morgan thrown in the mix as well, and we get a fatal four way. Who knows? We'll see what happens, but. Well, I highly doubt that match will end cleanly, and if even if it does, I'm sure Raquel will get involved towards the end of that match in some form or fashion. But then Bianca is shown making her way down to the ring for the main event. Backstage, we have Dom and Liv promo real quick, and then back to the ring, Rhea versus Io Sky for the women's title. Great back and forth action towards the end of this match. First, Rhea accidentally hits Bianca, and then Io accidentally hits Bianca, and Bianca eventually calls a double disqualification. This leads to Rhea Ripley getting pissed off and going out to attack Bianca. Then Io would get the best of both of them and hit them both from the ring off the ropes, and then they would get back into the ring. Bianca would attack both women, and they would just pretty much go back and forth. Raw ended though with Rhea getting the upper hand on both of these women, leading to WrestleMania. It's time to officially name the triple threat match between these women. I'm sure that will happen next week on Raw. Make sure y'all tune in. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button down below. And just remember, this is Hefe's world, and you're just living in it.